Yeah, maybe I'm okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do we think we're
Hi,
getting
friends.
sound
How's it
now?
going? Yes, there's sound going
Yay,
now.
sound. Okay. I don't know why my mic was muted. It was muted a second ago.
Okay,
Now it's on.
3. Uh-huh. 4.
We are in Sedona, Arizona. Last week we were in Nashville, Arkansas. So it's been a lot of different things this week compared to the couple of weeks before. We did kind of sat still and didn't do much for about 2 weeks there. And then this past week we've been traveling all over.
It's true.
Let's see, last Wednesday was New Year's Eve, and we were at my parents' house. We stayed up till midnight, saw the ball drop, went to bed.
We stayed till midnight Eastern.
We stayed up till midnight, didn't we? Oh no,
Not really.
at least 11 something. Okay,
Close enough.
and then on New Year's Day we woke up and you had a meeting in the morning, and then we left after that, so it was about 10.
Mhm.
And it was not a long day, but we hadn't really driven very far 2 weeks, so it was kind of felt like a long day. We drove about 5 hours to outside Oklahoma City from Southwest Arkansas, and it was I don't know, it felt like a long day. And we stayed in a hotel, and then we woke up the next day and drove through the rest of Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle to Albuquerque. We tried our best to go to Yellow City Fibers in Amarillo. We had planned to do that, and it turns out they were moving locations, and so we didn't. They weren't opening until the 5th of January, which was 2 days after we were going
So
through
we
there.
missed them by like a day, basically.
Yeah,
And we were really sad about that because I really wanted to go there.
yeah.
That's okay.
I'm sure we'll go through there again someday. So
Mhm.
we drove on over to Albuquerque. This was, and if you read our newsletter, you heard all about this. But at this point, we had functioning batteries, but not a functioning converter to charge our batteries. Um, let's see. The short version, we had realized our batteries were draining, and
Mhm.
were like, hey, we need to switch these. They're original to the truck. So we bought some lithium batteries, bought a converter online because they charge a little differently. I bought the wrong converter. We did hire somebody to come out and put it all in. He told us how to do it, and it was very easy. I had watched a bunch of videos, and it was pretty easy to switch. So I went ahead and changed the batteries. We ordered a new converter to come to Albuquerque, but it wasn't going to get there till the 4th, which our first event was on Saturday at
The
Yarning,
3rd.
on the 3rd. And so so by the time we got to Albuquerque, we had functioning batteries, but not a functioning way to charge the batteries. And
So we
so,
very carefully did not use batteries at
yes,
all, even when we were set up.
yes,
We ended up going to Walmart and getting a um, electric heater that we could run off of shore power. So we figured out that we could run the 110s plugs without the converter,
yeah.
but only if
What
we were
now?
plugged in, right? We
What'd you
could
say?
only run the 110s. We couldn't run the
Yeah,
batteries.
just all the plug-ins.
Yeah.
So anything that you can plug in here, 110 power, you could run through the shore power. But
Mhm.
anything that was like running through the batteries, which is all of our house lights, um, the stabilizers, the
The
slide,
the heater,
the
the
heater, the air conditioner if we had been running it,
the
but
overhead
yeah,
lights. Yeah, it was
all of that. So, which was fine. I mean, that wasn't that big a deal.
no, it was just fine. It worked out just
And
fine.
that
And
worked out totally
at
fine. And that
yarning, we
little heater
were
was pretty nice that we bought.
yeah, we got new lights for up here above me,
Yeah.
in front of the yarn, and so those are able to run off of the Jackery, which is our external battery packs.
Hi, Marlin
Um,
Farms.
and so, yep, you
Yeah,
can't see any of the comments.
there's no comments.
Okay, good.
So that would be why you can't see them.
Okay.
We yeah, we got that all set up. We camped. We went to yarning the next day
Yep.
in Albuquerque. It was a really nice day. It was like 60 degrees outside. Pretty sunny. It's kind of shady back where the shop is, but it was really sunny outside, so it was cool but nice. We saw lots of people. It was super busy for most of the day.
Laura has a really great following. She also had a coffee like stand that came down aisle 12. So aisle 12 coffee, and it was really good. Dean really liked their hot chocolate.
Treviasa says hi from Bedford.
Yay.
And Anita says hi from
Hi,
Collierville.
Anita. Hi, Trevesa.
And
Yeah.
anyway,
yeah.
so on we went to yarning, camped the next night, kind of the same way, running offshore power stuff, not using any of our battery. And then we
went hiking at
yeah, oh, yeah,
Petroglyphs
on Sunday
on
morning.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Because our stuff wasn't quite to the Amazon locker yet, so we went hiking, and we
Oh, we
went
ate
and ate at
breakfast
that
at
place,
Hannah
Hannah
and
and Nate's
Nate's. Yeah.
Cafe, and it was really yummy. Dean had really good food, and so did I. We both had.
I think I had biscuits and gravy, and you had
No, you had that pulled pork.
oh, I had
New
New Mexico eggs Benedict. Yeah, that was really nice with the what was it?
carne avado,
Carne avada adovada. Carne
adovada,
adovada, which is
a
like a New
New Mexico
Mexican
specialty.
specialty. It was pretty warm. I mean, I'm not like super into spicy stuff. It was kind of a low and slow heat that built throughout the meal, but it was really good. I like to try different eggs Benedict everywhere we go, and so this was a new one for me, and I really liked it.
See me holding my
I see, yeah,
crochet hook
crocheting over there, yeah, like a boss,
like a pencil. I haven't ever done the pencil grip before. That's just kind of interesting.
So that was Sunday.
Yes. And we went hiking at Petroglyphs National Monument.
And here I can show some of the pictures,
which is
from that.
super cool. It is inside the city limits of Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And so we went to the visitor center. We went on a 2-mile hike. We got to see some really cool petroglyphs, which are carvings in the rock. All of them are in the New Mexico style, which apparently is a thing. And those date from like 900.
No, I think they said a couple thousand years ago, 2000 BC to like up
I
to
thought they were
1700.
I thought they were
Yeah.
all pre. But okay.
Also, I was looking through your pictures just now, and I forgot that on Saturday when we went to yarning, we saw all those hot air balloons going up in the sky.
Oh yeah, that was really cool too.
So these are some of the petroglyphs we saw. Katy took lots of pictures, but you can see, so like you're just looking up at the, like, yeah, looking up, and like all these rocks are up here, and then some of them have drawings on them, and that was probably one of the cooler ones we saw. But there's tons of, and then there's like some newer like graffiti that people like back in like the 20s and 30s, and
so there's a really cool sheep scene, which is really cool, and that one is actually done in the 1600s. They think it was there were Spanish sheep herders there, and sheep didn't make an appearance there until about 1600. So they know that it's after that point because these are clearly sheep. So
did you take a picture of that one?
I did. I took a picture of that one. It was one of the last ones.
Yeah, it's getting towards the end.
I took a lot of pictures. So anyway,
it was a lot of fun, and the hike, I mean, it was nice. It was like 2 miles of like fairly flat, but It was. We were.
We'll see you later, Gervais. So thanks for not stopping in.
There's the sheep scene that she was talking about.
Here, you have to put it back on the screen.
Huh?
It's not up on the screen.
What do you mean it's not up on the screen?
It's not on the screen.
Oh, okay.
I got it. I put it there.
So then I never had anything on the screen if it wasn't there.
No, you did.
Oh, did I? Okay. Yeah. So there's the sheep scene that she was talking about. And yeah, they said that there was a little sign that said they didn't weren't around there till the 1600s, so it was after that.
Yes.
Because no one had seen any sheep around there before that.
No, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, so it was really neat. Those were fun. We went and picked up our converter and a few other things to fill out some of my classes and stuff for next week. So those are all set and ready to go. And then we took off that afternoon and went to Holbrook, Arizona on Sunday afternoon, and we camped at the KOA there. And then on Monday morning, we got up and went to
Petrified Forest
National Park and Painted Desert National Monument. So, and those are really cool. So Dean's going to tell you about that.
And so we, that was, I don't know, both of us kind of thought that Petrified Forest was like, I don't know, a few trees out there just laying on the ground. And there were they were everywhere. And so, the tree lays in the silt and gets slowly, silica replaces all of the parts of the tree over time, which, I mean, fairly quickly compared to a lot of other fossils. And then, they don't erode very fast and the ground around them erodes. So they're constantly, more popping up out of the ground. And they were just laying everywhere. Some of this, so this is all on the backdrop of the Painted Desert.
Yes.
So you can see all of the desert around. And it looks some of the places where it's like red here, white here, yellow here. It's there's some glamour shots of Evie on the edge. It
was really cool to
desert.
See. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so we went to the visitor center.
They were remodeling the main visitor center, so we went to it was called the Painted Desert Inn, and it used to be an inn and a soda fountain. And it was really cool to go there and check that out. We got to go in, and they had moved all the exhibits into that, including an exhibit about the Navajo weaving.
There it is.
Which is pretty cool. And they had some churro yarn, and so that was really neat. And they were talking about, they had a Navajo spindle there. No one was demonstrating, but they did say that they had somebody who came who's been doing this her whole life, who's like in her mid to late 70s.
Yeah.
Who does a bunch of with
and that. She comes and does demonstrations, and there's some petrified wood. So the colors are crazy. Like a lot. Yeah, these signs are great. You have to be back in your vehicle, and in the bottom of it, if you can't read it, it says "Time to tumble, slowpoke." And then on the other side, it's like a hungry coyote might get you if you don't get in your car by 5:30. But you can see all these pieces of petrified. These are rocks that were trees at one point, and then all of their material was replaced with rocks, but they still look like trees. And that one just looks like totally like a log just laying there.
Yeah.
And but yeah, there's all these cool colors of based on.
And these aren't like small pieces either.
No,
like there's some pictures with Dean in the picture, so you can like see how big they are, which is kind of cool.
But you can see they're just scattered everywhere. Kate took a bunch of pictures of this.
I did.
These are like logs, laying on the ground, and very, very cool. We underestimated how cool this one was going to be.
Yes.
We did. We hiked about 2 miles here, I guess, too.
We did. We so after this is the Crystal
Forest
trail, and it's a 1.5 mile loop, I believe.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it wasn't quite 2 miles. Yeah.
And I mean, there's everywhere out there. It's just crazy. And they look like the trees just like fell over like yesterday. But then you get close to them and you're like, oh, that's clearly a rock. So it's really interesting. And then there are some like this light colored one here on this. I don't know if you can zoom in on that at all. They look like cedar logs, and they're like really light, and they look up close looks
Like wood.
like wood. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's you can see it there. It looks like a piece of wood, which is just nuts. It doesn't have the same coloration as some of the darker ones. And so then they haven't moved any of these. These are all just where they've lay, and so that's kind of cool to see that.
I was trying to find a good picture of one like poking up out of the ground. So like
Some of those later
like
ones,
some
I
of
did some of those. Yeah.
let's see if I can find a good one here. Then there's that one like where it's like poking out of the side of the cliff over there.
Yes. So lots of great colors. I was really
So
into the
many great colors.
colors.
Yeah.
So
Katy said something about there being somebody's gonna have a colorway
we're
out
gonna have a
of a
collection.
collection out of these.
There you go. Those are the ones
So
that are
like
like in the ground.
yeah, no, I was trying to not like that. I don't know. I can't find one, but basically they get uncovered,
Yeah, that's a really good.
and they as the sand gets washed away and eroded, then it's laying on top of the ground, but then the sand gets washed away that's around it, and so it sort of sinks over time as the ground around it erodes, and then new ones are uncovered, and so it looks like they're all laying on the same plane. But they're really weren't. They're not in this. They weren't always in the same plane. Then we got to go to the little
Went to the visitor center, the
visitors.
Rainbow
The
Forest Visitor Center,
Yeah,
and they had some really great samples there. And then this is the trail behind
yeah.
the Rainbow Forest Trail or Large Log Trail right behind there. So
What's up?
there you go. Nothing. I was just changing the thing.
No,
Anyway,
you're
and
good.
those had quite large pieces, including the root system of one tree, where you could really see like the big pieces. They had been reinforced a little bit with concrete over time, just to keep it from collapsing on itself. But
Marlin Farm said they bought the yarn to match the landscape from a store in Arizona when they
yeah,
visited.
there was some today in
Yeah.
Sedona. So yeah, we've been doing all of that fun stuff, and
And so that was on Monday, right? Yeah.
mhm.
And then on where did we camp on Monday?
We camped at
Flagstaff. Right.
Flagstaff. So
Yeah.
we went from Petrified Forest, we went over to Flagstaff, which is a completely different scenery.
I also underestimated how like foresty and more like Colorado, northern Arizona looked.
Yes.
It was very, very foresty.
Mhm.
And also, I have to show this picture of this really cool rainbow that we caught. Um, this was in Flagstaff, or yeah, this was camping outside This was
Well,
right
we were going
before
to
we got to our
we
campsite.
dropped stuff off at the UPS store and then we went camping.
This rainbow was like super, super clear.
Yes.
And Katy darned my socks.
I did. I was doing some practicing for
Yeah.
class. You want to zoom in on that a little bit? It's really hard to see on Instagram.
Ooh, that's way too far. There we go.
There you go. There you go. There's my pretty darns to match. So these are his Mowage socks.
Yes, the
This is
colorway.
a 316 Dye Studio colorway. And I knit these on the sock machine a couple of years ago for his Christmas. They were a New Year's cast on, and I finished them by Christmas Day. Or
And
Christmas Eve cast on, and then I finished them Christmas Day.
you saw the mountains there.
Yes. So those are right outside of Flagstaff.
Right
Super
outside
cool.
of Flagstaff.
And then, or we camped right underneath them actually.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday. That was yesterday.
Yep, that'd be
Yesterday,
AKA
we drove
yesterday.
over to Grand Canyon and National Park, and we hiked part of the rim trail. We did about 2.5 miles of rim trail, and out and back to the Geology Museum. And then we ended up camping at the trailer village at Grand Canyon National Park.
Yep.
So really cool. We get a little bit of the loop. On the south rim, the north rim is closed currently for fire damage as well as weather. Weather mostly just because that's the time of year.
And it was, we've been to a lot of national parks, and we've seen a lot of cool things. The Grand Canyon was very cool. I think one of the coolest things was that you stand there and you look at it, And then after a while, we're kind of like looking at the scale of it, and you'd like, okay, well, the drop down from where we were standing to the next level was like the same
It was
as
like
like
1,000 feet.
was like 1,000 feet, and then there was like down to these little like plateaus down here. These green ones was like another 1,000 feet, and it was just like wow. And so this was a picture. I think this is the one with the water in it, isn't it? No, I guess not.
I don't. There it is, right there.
Yeah, I know, but
That must be it then.
that must be it.
I'm not sure. Yeah, there's that's right in the center of this
Colorado
one.
River.
The Colorado River is right in the center, and then this is also this is Bright Angel
Creek right down here, and then the Phantom Ranch was right there.
Those are 4,000 feet down from where we were.
So, like, if you zoom out to this picture right here, this is where we're zooming into. Here is in the middle of this picture. And if you zoom in, you can see a small stretch of the Colorado River here.
And then there's a suspension bridge that's over the top of that.
Suspension bridge is 440 feet long, but it's 4,200 feet below where we were standing. So yeah, it was way down there.
Yeah.
And it was a really clear day. It was about 60 degrees again, really nice weather. And so it was nice to walk around there. And let's see, we hiked the rim a bit.
We went to the gift shop, and I got a new crochet project.
Yeah, that was very cool.
I am crocheting park rangers, which I'm very excited about. So, yes, very excited.
And we camped in like she said, the trailer village. We went this morning.
A little pricey at the village.
It was. We thought about doing some, like, you can just disperse camping, like you can just kind of drive off the side of the road and camp. We thought about doing that, but we decided against it.
They're very visible.
We're only one. It was only for one night. And so this morning we woke up, went out to the Grand Canyon sign, took a picture.
Yep.
And then we drove south.
We drove south, yeah.
Prescott, Arizona.
And west.
Yes, south and west. And we went to Fiber Creek. And so that was just this morning. I thought you took a picture of that.
I did.
Oh, you did. It's a video. That's why it wasn't coming up.
And so I went there. We went there. We chatted with Karma, the owner, and had a great time. And got to talk about their partners, and that was. And then we.
Creek. It was a really huge store. Like, it was. She had at one point bought a second unit there.
Yeah, she leases the next door, yeah.
And so it was really big, and she had a great store. We chatted with her for a little while, and then we went and ate at Bear and Dragon.
The Bear and the Dragon.
The Bear and the Dragon.
Yeah, and absolutely delicious if you're in the area, in the Prescott area. Really good. I had mushroom bisque and a grilled sandwich, and it was really good. And then Dean had a peanut butter, or not a peanut butter, a grilled cheese and jelly
cheddar
sandwich.
brie and cherry jam.
It was very good.
Really, really good.
And we had coffee latte. It was super awesome. And there's a Saturday tea. You have to have reservations for it, but it looks really fun. So.
And it was today when we were driving. It's been rainy all day.
It has.
They got like a month's worth of rain today in Central Arizona.
I think they got a lot of their rain for the month, like today. So
because we looked up in Prescott, it was like 16 inches of rain a year or something, and it rained at least an inch today. They got a ton of rain. And then we drove over. So I had looked. So Highway 89A going between Prescott and Sedona. We were like, oh yeah, this is like a scenic highway. It's got a lot of switchbacks going up and down the mountain. It'll be a lot of fun. We did not realize it was very cloudy, so we couldn't see a lot of the like overlook vistas and stuff. But it felt a lot like Washington State driving through there with all the like fog and clouds and rain. And our Marlon Farm says, "Bring the rain to Texas."
Okay. We'll draw
I don't
best.
know. I don't know if it's coming that way or not, but
It was super rainy today.
we realized that the small town of Jerome, which is a mining town that started in the late 1800s in Arizona, is just like the spitting
Carbon
image
copy
of
of
Eureka
Eureka
Springs,
Springs.
Arkansas.
Like the teeny tiny switchback roads, everything built straight up and down on the mountainside, like the shops, the
Everything. It
down
was
to the
just
Grand Jerome Hotel. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it was just
and the
yeah,
ghost tours.
the ghost tours, like this whole it was great. So
yeah. So we drove through there. The yarn truck just barely fit through the town, basically. Yeah, it was.
it was tight.
If you've ever been to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, or Jerome, Arizona, you realize how tiny the road is. So we made it through there, and then we drove over here to Sedona. We went to Sedona Knitwits and talked to Linda for a while. She's actually getting ready to retire again. She retired from nursing
And bought a yarn store.
Bought the yarn store and is ready to retire from that. And so she's looking, if you're in Arizona or especially in the Sedona area,
or if you're wanting to relocate and you want to own a yarn shop,
she is looking to have you can have a turnkey yarn shop in Sedona, Arizona. She's ready to sell and wanting to retire by June. So, yeah, she's motivated to retire.
We are all about expanding the yarn store community and making sure y'all know about the opportunities available to you. Yep. So, we're very excited to hopefully help her find someone to carry on the tradition.
And then we're camping here at Rio Verde RV Park in Sedona.
Yes.
And so tomorrow we're going to head down to Phoenix.
It's raining a lot now.
Is that right?
Yeah. Hey, we can hear the rain.
Yeah.
Rain quite a bit. So yeah. So tomorrow we're heading down to Phoenix. We are going to actually go to an RV show.
Oh yeah.
And gonna check that out. We have been doing some thinking about different things, and we love Evie and we love what we do. We're just thinking of some different ways that we can
continue to do the things we love,
and have more opportunities for others to come with us.
Yes.
So specifically our families and those kind of things. So
and just we figured out what we like to do over the last 5 years and what we maybe don't like to do as much. So,
but like, you can definitely tell you that we love talking to you guys, and we love telling you the stories about our yarn and about the adventures that we go on and the people who dye the yarn that's on the truck. Yes. So, that's not going to change.
Definitely be continuing, and probably not much will really be changing over the next year or so. But we're thinking ahead, making some plans.
So there may be some YouTube videos of us looking at some stuff. So don't worry. We're not making any crazy changes right now. Everything's gonna stay the same.
If you're on our 2026 schedule and you're like, oh no, what are they doing?
Everything's good.
Yeah.
We're fine. I get an itch about every 3 years to just completely upheaval our lives, and Yarn Adventure has been in our lives for about 5 years.
Yep.
And I know that we sold our house and we moved into the yarn truck. That was about 3 years ago. And so I'm just at that point where I like to throw major wrenches and everything. It's my fault. You can blame me, okay? Dean likes everything.
I like it too. Don't all blame Katy, but
all right. Look, there's the.
Yeah, Katie's gonna be making her park ranger. So next week on the video, you'll see a completed park ranger here. So wow, you've been really working over there.
Yeah. So I'm about to put eyes in. I think I'm almost to that point. So, yep.
So yeah, we'll be done in Phoenix area for a few days, and then we'll be heading back over to New Mexico.
We'll be in Ruidoso on Monday.
Monday the 12th.
For Ruidoso Community Center.
Yeah, the Yarn Club.
The Yarn Club group that meets there, we'll be hanging out with them. Betty is very excited about having us.
And by the next Wednesday, we'll be back in Albuquerque.
Yeah. So Wednesday-ish, we'll be back at Albuquerque. If you're looking for us, that's where we'll be. On Saturday, we'll be not this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday, we'll be at Yarnmonger in Phoenix. So that's going to be
someone on Instagram
Saturday.
Says we're frozen, but can see us, and I don't think we're frozen.
I don't know.
I do see on my screen I have the little
Mm.
cat in the truck thing
Oh.
on the little logo for the Cape and Springs retreat.
That's okay. Saturday the 10th will be at Yarnmonger from 10 to 4
Yep.
in Phoenix. So you can come out and see us there. Mickey has a great little shop. I do know that Storyteller Stitchery will be making an appearance as well for a
Yep.
few minutes. We're picking up some new yarn. And then so the 12th, Monday the 12th, will
Yep.
be at Ruidoso Community Center. I don't know the hours on that.
1 to 4.
1 to 4. And then so Saturday, I also am teaching a brioche class, a brioche basics class with Nikki. And then Saturday, the 17th, will be at Fiber Arts on 4th in Albuquerque. And Dean will be set up all day with the truck. I have 3 sessions of mending classes. I believe they are all
You'll
full.
just be mending all
I'll be
day.
mending all day. So you all saw those socks. I can do it.
You'll be well mended by the end of the day.
The other thing that's going on right now is that you can see my purple dress in the video. This is Wool and this is the Flora dress in Marionberry. And right now it's currently sold out. It's my challenge dress. So I'm challenged myself to wear my dress for 30 days in a row. Yes, it does get washed. Yes, but it does make me think about keeping it clean.
And you get to
And I get to wear
use it with different things.
Yeah, and it's really helped me focus on a capsule wardrobe and the lifestyle that we lead, especially in this small of a space. Being able to interchange a lot of clothing and do stuff like that is really cool to experience. So if you want any more information on that, they do have a 30-day challenge and a 100-day challenge, and they do a gift card at the end of that when you turn your pictures. So every day on Instagram and Facebook, I have been posting recap photos of what we've been doing that day, as well as what my outfit of the day has been, and most of those have been featuring wool items that I have knit, as well as the dress. So
and most people's will end 30-day challenge pictures are not as cool as yours have been, because you've been like,
we have been somewhere different every day.
So. National park. Park.
I think we might go to the zoo a couple of days, and we have a lot of stuff planned for the next week.
Yeah.
Next week we'll slow down a little bit since we're sitting in Albuquerque for a few days, but for the most part we're still going. We're going to White Sands. We're going to Saguaro.
Hopefully I'm going to get the telescope out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
He did take it out the telescope.
Oh yeah,
last week.
I did, and that was on New Year's Eve, right?
I think so.
That I got that out.
I don't think you had the photos yet. Or maybe you did. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I put it in the newsletter, but I did not put it here. This is the Sombrero Galaxy. So I took this at my parents' house in Nashville, Arkansas, and this is the edge on. So you're looking at the edge of the galaxy, nice ellipse here, and then the middle of the galaxy here. You're just looking kind of at the edge, but yeah, kind of looks like a sombrero. So I took that. I was pretty happy with it. I did that.
Yeah, it turned out really good.
So
can you zoom that in?
Yeah, it's pretty zoomed in already.
It's really hard to see on Instagram.
Well, it's not wanting to zoom, so I guess it's not going to zoom.
Okay.
It will not zoom anymore. It is zoomed.
Okay.
Sorry.
If you like the astrophotography photos and you're interested in those at all, we do still have some few calendars left for 2026.
Like 2 or 3, I think.
And those are available on the stellarspectrum.com.
Yep.
So you can order that. We'll get that in the mail as soon as we can, probably tomorrow or next day.
Yep.
And then other things that are going on in the newsletter this week, we featured our print on demand shop, which is a lot of logoed stuff for Yarn Adventure. So there's some really cool, like, yarn is my love language. There might be yarn in here, as well as just Yarn Adventure logos. So our cute little truck with balloons,
shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies and bags and backpacks,
notebooks, all kinds of things. So there might even be some coffee in there.
Yep, there is
a few other things too.
You can get your coffee beans in a Brandon Yarn Adventure bag.
Yes. So and we were happy to chat about that. Is there anything else going on?
I think that is it.
Okay.
All right.
We're out then.
Happy crafting.
Happy crafting.